Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Emily Evanson, and I'm a student at Washington State University. So my project, I worked with Dr. Jordan Hollersmith, and we looked at assessing spatial extent of kelp in Southeast Alaska in two different time periods. So one in the early 1900s and one in the early 2000s. A little bit about me. I was born and raised in Washington State. Love it here. I'm finishing up my last year at WSU, and I'll be looking very soon into applying to graduate schools. And in my free time, I enjoy hiking, birding, reading, and paddleboarding when it's warm out. Before I get into some of the research questions and why this project even came to be, and differences between kelp populations in different years is not very well studied, and so we wanted to see if spatial extent, species composition, and bed locations had changed in the last 100 years. And with that, if change was present, what could be potential drivers that have caused this, or if no change is present and the beds appear to be stable, why are we seeing this in Alaska, while in other regions of the world, kelp ecosystems have seen a decline? So to do this, I worked in QGIS version 3.16, where I georeferenced old 1915 nautical maps. If you're not familiar with georeferencing, it's just taking an image like a nautical map and assigning coordinates for the map to line up with modern imagery like Google Satellite. I traced over each bed using a line with a digitizing menu, and I digitized around 1,500 different beds, including Western Alaska. To begin comparison and to assess the overall spatial extent, I downloaded data from ShoreZone, selected only kelp species, and was able to calculate the length of lines, both in the 1915 data and ShoreZone. And then from there, using statistics, I was able to sum the line lengths to get an overall assessment. Some questions you can ask me were, why were these early 1900 nautical maps created in the first place? What is the main driver influencing stability in Alaska? And what are urchin barrens and why are they so devastating to a kelp ecosystem? Thank you.